Have a little faith. Tell me what you wanna do. Tell me if this is cool. What you wanna be. Hey, how you doing? I'm about to ruin the image of the style that you used to. I'm kinda cool. I do what I do. I do it for me. I do it for you. I wanna have fun. Just rhyming, have a little fun. Yeah, I look like a bum, but that's alright, cause I'm kinda fly on my own way. Hey, yo. Tell me what you said. Tell me what you wanna know. Tell me if this is cold. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you know. Tell me if it's cool. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know if things are okay. I got things on my mind. I think it's kind of fly. I'm kind of, yeah. What you doing? It's about to ruin. Let's gotta blah blah you too. Don't know what's on my mind. I'm kind of bored, but I blah, blah. Tell me what you got in store. I'm about to ruin the styles. Who's watching? Somebody's watching. Somebody's there. Four people. Hello, four people. Three people. Hope all is good in the hood. Your pain. Let me make you care. Doesn't make sense. Those that are not chit chatting, it's alright. I appreciate you hanging out in the background. Wonder why nobody's saying anything. I don't know why I'm not seeing nothing in the chat. I don't know if Emily's there. I don't know who's there. Is there a chat issue? Issue? Hello. And probably doesn't work if I'm the one that writes it. Hey, Julianne. Hi, Elderberry. How you doing? How's it going? What you been up to? How you be? Are you cool? Sorry to hear that, Julianne. Sitting here reminiscing about the day that I went missing. Chicken butt. What? You finally get to go home. You're coming to Boston. You decided to become a bunny. And by the way, we got, can't really see him, but Shorty is right here. He's got his back to you. That's his foot. Emily, thanks for your sweet comment on my video. I listened and then watch it. What's up? Found kitties in his shed today. Ooh, kitties. He's been chosen. The kitty dispensary. No, what is it called? The kitty distribution center has chosen your daddy as a cat daddy, kitty daddy. Wait, who is? Oh yeah, happy birthday! I gotta remember tonight for Friday night, tonight, tomorrow night, whatever. Um, we'll call the stream Emily's birthday. Emily's the elderberry birthday bash. Everybody bring your own slice of cake. The elderberry berry party. I don't know where Maria is. It's a good chance she might be sleeping. Stephanie has had an on and off headache all week. It was feeling dizzy the other night, so it might be the reason why we haven't seen her. Oh my God. Yeah, the other night, what was it, Monday or Tuesday night, when I was at work, she was doing one of her Bible studies and mentioned that she started feeling lightheaded and dizzy. Ay, 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 ay. So I gotta say about that. And I think I think Ti- what I do? Tiffany will not be. I don't think she'll be showing up too much for a little while because of what happened with Jay on Jake's stream last week. Did you just turn 17? Or you're 17 turning 18? Oh, see, I need to move this. I don't know what I want to draw yet. Hi.
Well, happy Thursday to you, or Friday, technically, where you're at.
No problem. How you doing? You sound like you have a great day.
Let's just say I was attacked on another person's stream earlier today.
Oh, anyone we know?
No, not really there.
Yeah. At least on the East Coast, it's um Emily's birthday.
Oh, cool.
So tomorrow night we'll do a Emily birthday stream. Bring your own cake. So. So I think tonight I want to keep it nice and simple and just do. Hold on, maybe. Emily. Emily. I don't know if I want to do it that way. Emily, give me something to draw. Give me an idea for something to draw. Come on. Dude.
I'll be back.
All right, no worries. We'll be here. A barn with horses in a field. Oh, you're really gonna try to challenge me, huh? I don't really draw animals that well. Um, pencil that I can use. See, something like a horse, I would want to sketch out. Ooh, flowers. I might have to turn this light up a little bit. Is this black or blue? That looks like it's blue. The downside to trying to draw and paint at night is some of the darker colors, I can't tell the difference on what they actually are. I can't reach that. I'm trying to keep this like low, but the arm keeps on wanting to move because I can't reach the tightener. As much as I don't want to, I'm gonna have to turn on the big light. I have an idea, I just don't know if I can pull it off. There's Casper when you need him. Yeah, see, that's a dark blue, which wouldn't be a bad color to kind of work with. I might still use this. I just don't have any erasers because I don't really use pencil that much. So I don't like. I'm not. And when it comes to like horses, I would rather start it out as a sketch and then go back in with marker and everything. Uh, It didn't come out too bad. Just trying to get like the cheekbone and all that. There we go. Kind of works. What do you think so far? All right, let's see. What I want to do is put another one off to the side. Maybe two, but that might be asking too much of myself. I know. Oh, I am freehanding it, obviously. I'm just looking for ideas on. There we go. Not exactly what I would want, but I think I can work with this bit of it. There we go. Tiffany! Whoops. No. Tiffany! I accidentally kicked myself out. Oh, sticky. So I got horse number 2, horse number 1. I think I will attempt horse number 3, but again, it's going to be a little iffy. Okay, Google, next song. Trying to find a nice, there you go. I think that one would work. There you go. Hey, Maria, Maria. Thank you, thank you. Doing all right, Sticky. How you doing? What up, Canadian? I think I started the pen. You know what? That might actually be a smarter idea. Mhm. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get these eyes before I. Now I wish I had an eraser. I do have an eraser somewhere, but because I haven't used this stuff in colored pencils in a long time. It's one way to fix the eyes. There's nothing in the private chat. Unless you're talking to Emily. In that case, carry on. All right, you guys want a cute shorty break? One of this picture. She's sleeping. See if this shows it closer. He's knocked out. There we go. Well, this horse is gonna be copper, copper colored. Okay, Google. Next song. Wish I knew. I wish I had a lighter color. Wish I had like a honey brown marker. No, I don't have any brown. Oh, I got a brown. It's all good. Thank you. This one. Right now, I'm just doing a basic coloring. And maybe tomorrow night I'll add more shadows and texture. Nice. Hmm. So we got the three horses, a white one, black one, brown one. Although I feel like I need to fix this. I got a couple of butterflies started, and I just started the sunflowers. Thank you. I'm actually happy with it myself. I mean, I would have liked it done a little bit better on the horses, but since horse animals are not my strong suit, like my usual, but it's a nice little challenge. Out of the three, I think the black and white one is my favorite one as far as how it came out. This is the lighter one, darker one, with the lighter one. No, I did a sketch. I sketched out a couple of horses years ago, and I have the drawing somewhere. I'm not sure where I put it. Um, Actually, I think I might know where it is. I gotta go to the restaurant bathroom first. So let me go to that and see if I can find it. In the meantime, you can watch Shorty sleeping. Shorty! He's knocked out. Who's up for a poetry night tomorrow night for Emily's birthday? Baby. Lost me. I'll touch him. He might give me the stink eye, and I'll touch him. Although sometimes he's so comfortable and dead asleep that I can touch his toes and it doesn't bother him. Sometimes he doesn't even move. anything, he starts making biscuits. No, sometimes he gives me the stink eye. Sometimes he just looks up like, "Why did you touch me?" I was quiet. Wasn't doing anything. I hope Stephanie's okay. I know she was feeling dizzy and everything the other day. And I didn't hear from her. We didn't hear from her all day, so as far as I know. Alright, I got like 5 more minutes before my phone gives me another warning. I could put it on the charger, but I think I will end this shortly. So when I get my next warning, I will end it and continue this one tomorrow night. Right now, I'm just adding a little more shade, another tone. Hello, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
It is I, Herman the Great, coming here to surprise you after 2 hours of you streaming.
Thank you.
No, no problem. I was watching a movie with one of my friends. I actually have friends. It's odd. I had to pay this one about $3 though.
Yeah. You got more than I do.
I know. Well, I was gonna offer you 5.
All I have is a sleeping cat on my bed.
Which one? Is it Shoddy?
Yep.
What's the other one? What's the other one's name? Smokey,
Smoke.
right?
Yeah. Smokey was here earlier, but
What are you drawing? A bear circle? No, I'm kidding. Those look like those. Okay, those look like horses from my angle, but I'm probably wrong.
yeah, no, it's horses.
No, they are okay because I got the other thing wrong last time you were drawing something.
Um, it's Emily's. At least on the East Coast, it's Emily's birthday.
Right? Emily, is she okay? I have a. Is she in the chat? I don't know if she's in the chat. Well, happy birthday, Emily, on the East Coast at least.
Yeah.
Hello, Emily. Is she 17 or 18 today? Because she said she was 17. Someone told me she was 18. I need,
I thought she was going to be turning 18, but she said she's turning 17.
Okay. My source was wrong then. My source told me that my spicy source told me that she was turning 18 today. Well,
Not necessarily wrong. We just weren't sure.
well,
Um,
I'm gonna
but
fire.
yeah, so I asked her, um, give me an idea of something to draw. First, she said horses. I was like, I don't know if I could draw horses. Then she's like, ooh, flowers. Ooh, butterflies. So I'm trying to do a little bit of all of it.
I mean, those look like horses to
I'm
me.
actually happy with how the horses came out. The black one, the white and one on the
Yeah,
side, I like the most
yeah.
so far. The black one, there's a little bit of gray or silver in there, but um, this one's not too bad either. But I do like that one the
They
most.
look nice. From far away, they actually look like goats. But then when you zoom them in, they look like horses. I was like, because that
Yeah,
was my first guess was horses.
yeah, I don't. Animals and people are not my um, strongest thing.
Asset
Yeah,
or strength, I guess, or whatever.
forte. They're not my strongest suit as far as what I
Yeah.
can draw.
That's all right. Every artist has
Yeah,
their.
it's one of my weaknesses. People getting shadows and getting the lines right so you know exactly what it's supposed to be. It's not always easy. This one was actually not too bad, and I was supposed to look for an old drawing, and I just remembered that I was supposed to look for it. If I can find it, I'll and remember to find it. I'll show it tomorrow.
Nice.
I'll post it as a post. So
Well, I had the lamest premiere today. Well, for me, it's today, so it's still Thursday. So I did this 5 minute countdown,
yeah,
and it was the most uneventful. It was a 14-second video of me dancing in a store. 5 minute countdown for the premiere. I'm hyping it up, hyping it up. It's like it's so hyping. And it's like, oh, well, this sucks.
well,
Yeah.
at least you're not doing like dumb stuff for the hell of it.
Um,
You know, Fuzi Tube, the one that I watch sometimes.
yeah, you mean the one that actually had to admit that he was faking everything?
Yeah.
He was one of the many.
Well, right now, I don't know if I think it's a combination of him falling off the wagon, and being a little bit on the manic side, because he's been doing a 24-hour Twitch. He's trying to become the number one Twitch streamer by staying live for 24 hours. He's been 24 hours for about pretty much a month at this point.
Wow.
I think he takes pauses, but
Yeah.
especially because he's been traveling.
Right.
So when he's in the airport or whatever, he'll pause it, or if but he's been recording himself sleeping. He's been recording himself doing dumb stuff. And you can tell he's not in his right state of mind. He's
Yeah.
saying he's just decided to be happy and do whatever he wants, but anyone that's followed him knows that he's either not sober or going through a manic episode or both.
Yeah. He had problems with how do I say this nicely? Wanting to off himself. I'll say it the nice way.
No, because he suffers with mental health issues.
Didn't he have a problem with wanting to off himself though, or is it
Yeah,
somebody else?
that's something he deals with, I think, on a
Yeah.
regular basis. But
Yeah. I don't want to say the S word on here because that can get people in trouble on here. So I'm trying to say it the nicest.
He wants to go at his own accord.
Yeah, which that's not a good thing. If you've struggled with mental health,
Yeah.
you should be able to make your own decisions, of course. But if you struggle with mental health and different things like that, you really should see somebody like a psychiatrist, therapist, or just talk to a friend, or talk to many of your friends, like your real friends. I mean, someone like FujiTube
Yeah.
has a lot of fans, and they're not always his friends. You know. He should
Yeah.
be-
No, I feel bad. Like, I know he has good intentions, but
right.
he he lets the viewership, or when he starts making money again, he lets that control his actions.
Right.
This is what I've noticed. This is my observation of him. Like, he was gone for a couple of months, and he was actually sober for about a year, and he came back about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and he started off slow and wanted to just motivate and inspire people by getting
Mhm.
back into shape. And he wanted to become a physical trainer. Um, he was actually supposed to be taking classes to become a physical trainer.
Right.
And then he decided to do this 24-hour a day stream. And sure, it didn't take long before you see him with a vape in his hand again. And you can tell he's just going and going and going and going and going, and he's not making the greatest choices, and he's letting everybody see it. He's gonna crash. Those that have watched him know he's gonna crash.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
Mhm.
Because even when he started doing this 24/7 thing, I think in the first day or two, he even showed his mother, and you could see the concern on her face
Yeah. Right. No. Yeah.
because she's watched him do this countless times especially in the last like 6 years.
Isn't he from?
He did that. What are y'all yelling at me for?
I don't know. I think Canadians being rude in the chat. Apparently,
Hey, bro, what happened?
I think Canadians messing with Maria in the chat right now. As far as I can. Yeah. But one thing I wanted to say real quick. What Canadian wrote? He wrote. I don't think meds always work for that. Yeah, you're right. Meds don't always work for mental health. I mean, different meds work for different people. I took meds for the longest time for my mental health.
Listen, children.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
Listen, children of the chat.
Yeah.
And Mama Maria.
Uh-oh.
You're all good. Take a deep breath. For once, it's not Herman.
It's not me this time. It's not me this time. I'm in the clear.
What you were saying about, medication.
Yeah, I took medication for the longest time, and then I finally thought, you know what? I have a better way to do this. I'm just going to relax, get away from things that trigger me. Like YouTube for the longest time was triggering me, so I said, you know what? I have to take a long break. Yes, I deleted my channels, everybody. I'm fully aware of that. But that was part of the mental health struggle. And now I'm thinking, okay, now I have a new strategy. If things get too stressing, things get too crazy, just walk away for a little bit, take a break. And the best thing to do is don't announce you're taking a break. Don't be like, hey, I'm taking a break, guys. Just be like, you can tell some of your close friends here on YouTube or some close friends that you know, hey, guys, I'm going to take a few days off. Or I'm going to take a week or so off or whatever. YouTube's not a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Canadian. Yeah, because I was in therapy and they told me to develop a routine. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you have to develop a routine. You have to, the biggest thing my therapist used to tell me, I don't see a therapist anymore, but when I used to see a therapist, she used to say, hey, listen, you need to get outside and walk, especially since I work from home. So
Yeah.
I'm on my computer all day long. I'm cooped up. Yes, yes, Mister. If he's out there watching, Mister Jake Hudson, if he happens to be watching somehow here, I do stream from my room, and I also work from my room too because there's a desk in my room, and it's kind of nice, you know. But my therapist said, get out and take a walk, you know, take a drive up to the
Yeah.
mountains. Just get out, you know, get out of the house and just socialize with
Yeah.
people.
Then you gotta find outlets to get those thoughts or get those feelings out of your system.
Right.
Whether you're, the walks are great,
Hmm.
but like if you're really stuck in your head and you're really stuck, start writing. Get a notebook, start
Hmm.
writing,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be a journal entry. You could just write a poem. If you
Or just
don't
write.
want to be
Yeah.
direct in your if you don't want to be direct in your writing, like you don't want to sit there and go, I feel like shit today. I
Yeah.
don't want,
Yeah.
if that's if you're in that state of mind, you know, you can't like, because sometimes for me that's what I like. I have stuff going on, and sometimes putting it out in a creative way
Hmm.
is one. It helps you to ground yourself, and it helps you to get that emotion out or that thought process out.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Definitely. Yeah.
and even with art, I mean, and you don't have to be an artist. You can just throw paint at a canvas.
Yeah. You know what I used to do when I get stressed out? I don't do so much anymore, but I used to just take a piece of paper and do, and I call it accidental abstract art because I was
Yeah,
just like doodling. I was literally like drawing lines on a
yeah.
paper, and one of
And
my
even sometimes when I'm on here and I'm drawing, to be honest with you, it's me trying to ground myself. It's me trying to get my mind to stop racing. I don't talk
uh,
about it much.
Apple, real quick, just not to interrupt you, but I think Canadian's gonna get murdered right now in the chat.
And
I
no.
just, I don't want to see him get killed, but
Hey, Canadian, step back.
yeah, retract that. That's you
Retract that last one.
gotta be nice, Canadian. I know you're trying to joke around. I get it, but that's
I'm sure you're joking, but baby talk, throwing the baby into the joking insults.
you
No,
want to go after
no,
somebody, go after me,
no
Canadian.
bueno.
I can take it. But anyway, sorry to interrupt. I just thought we needed to address that in the chat. I don't care if Canadian's mad at me. I don't care. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, April. I didn't mean to interrupt your thought
That's
there.
all right. That's all right. Thank you for giving.
Yeah, I just didn't want Canadians to die. Yeah, I
I
get that, Maria. I get
Maria,
that.
we all know he's joking around, but yeah, that went a little that's a off limit.
Yeah. I'll let the stream person I'll let the person who owns the stream handle it. I'll stay here, of course, but I'll let you handle that further. But you know, what was I was gonna say something I forgot. Oh yeah, well, Canadian did ask me a question too. What I do for work? I work for an agricultural company as a admin assistant. Long hours. Well, sometimes they're long hours. I've worked anywhere between 8 to 12, 13 hours a day on some days. Most days it's 8 or 9 hours. But yeah, it can be very stressful. My job, people think, oh, working from home's easy. No, it's really not. And as for what Maria said too, I want to address what Maria said too. Yeah, the job of a mom, I would imagine, is a full-time job.
It
I
is a full time
yeah,
job.
I could imagine it's a full-time job. I definitely get that. So yeah, it's a full-time job. So people say, oh, you don't get paid. Well, yeah, you don't get paid in money, but you get paid by watching your kid or kids. However many kids you have, and even being a dad can be a full-time job too. I would imagine too. Again, I'm neither. Well,
Yeah.
I'll never unless I
You're
suddenly
not her mom. Since what?
unless I suddenly get a sex change. I don't think I'll be I don't think I'll be a mom anytime soon. I don't really think I'll be a dad anytime soon either. I don't know that. I have no clue if I'll be a dad or not.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Is that something you would want to do?
I actually do want to be a dad, but I just don't think I'm ready to be one right now.
Yeah.
I have a lot of growing up to do. Even at age 37, I still have a lot of growing up to do. April, I have too much growing up to do. I make too many horrible jokes. You know, women would be like, I mean, they're not like raunchy jokes, but they're just really stupid jokes.
They're
I'll just say
guy
it.
jokes. They're guy jokes.
They're pretty, yeah. They're guy, yeah. We'll say that's a nice way of saying it. Yeah, I do have beautiful. I love where I live right now. That's why I go out. Oh crap! You brought up Stephanie tonight. I need to send her a picture of the sunset because she wants to.
Did you hear from her today at all?
I didn't hear from her. Did I hear from her today? Not today. I heard from her yesterday. Well, yesterday my time. So I heard from her.
I know she was feeling dizzy the other day.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she
But
texted me.
we haven't seen her all day. She usually leaves at least one message, so I'm thinking she's having her headaches again.
Yeah, she messaged me on, well, I'll say Wednesday because it was Wednesday my time, so it's now almost
Yeah,
Friday.
that's roughly around the last time we heard from her. She was in church.
Yeah, she was I think she was at a Bible study or something. Because she messaged me. She's like, "Oh, I'm heading to a Bible study right now." I'm like, okay.
I think Tuesday she was doing a Bible study, and then she mentioned that she was feeling dizzy, so she lied down to listen to it. But then yesterday, I tried to surprise the girls because Gigi was here.
Mm.
So I was gonna do a private call so that they could say hi.
Oh, is that the TikTok you sent me with Gigi on there?
Yeah, and then I'm
Yeah.
behind her and go tequila.
Oh, is a shout out to Pee Wee Herman. That's awesome.
No, it would have been she. She recorded it a couple of times, and I kind of wish she posted the one where I actually got up and did the Pee Wee dance. But
oh my gosh, my favorite all-time Gigi memory since I've known you, April, was when when she's like, "I'm taking over Apple's stream."
She's like, "Hey guys, so I'm alive."
I'm alive. Yeah, or I'm alive. That was
I
funny.
think that's everybody's favorite moment.
That was my favorite one since
That's why that joke is still alive.
Yeah, no pun intended. Oh, actually, pun totally intended.
Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah, but anyway.
I'm alive. She's gotten big though.
It's okay. Canadian, we all make mistakes, but you're a big man for apologizing. I appreciate seeing that in the chat. You just said, "I'm really sorry, Maria. I didn't mean to hurt you by saying what was said. I think I'm going to call it a night." Yeah, that might be best, Canadian, but don't worry about it, man. Just like shake it off, and we all say stupid things sometimes, but at least you came back and apologized and said you were sorry. That's a big person for you.
It's a Canadian for you.
Well, I mean, he said he was sorry, so.
Yeah, he said he was sorry.
Sorry, he was sorry about that. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, you came back and said sorry, so that's good, man. Don't worry about it. No harm, no foul. I mean, whatever happens, that's up to Maria from here on out with that. But, anyway, yeah. Where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with this. I was going to ask you: is FouseyTube is he from the Boston area, or is someone not?
San Francisco.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Originally from the Bay.
He's original. Oh, but he's
Fairmont.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah.
I believe that's where he was originally from.
Yeah, that's near the Bay Area. Yeah.
But he's been in LA since he was like 18, I think. No, maybe in his early 20s because when he graduated from college, he moved to LA.
Right. Okay.
He moved out in because he's told this story a bunch of times on like how he started or what he did.
What's his real name again? I always forget.
Yusef.
Yusef, that's right. Is he Islamic?
What is it?
Is he Islamic? Or
he's Muslim? Yeah. Islam is the religion.
Sorry about that. Wow, I got that
no,
confused.
it's all good. No, because I think I think people do get that confused. So it's not a bad thing if you forget and you go, oh wait, what is it? So Islam is the religion.
Right. Gotcha.
Muslim is the person.
He's Muslim. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. But that does not always mean he's Islamic. Right?
Well, it's Islam is the actual religion.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I will not take my shirt off for you, Maria. Sorry. Just kidding. Just kidding, Maria. Just kidding. What's your request, Maria? Maria, I'm just kidding. What's your request for real? I'm sorry. It was terrible.
I say you need to record more all nature around.
Oh, I can definitely do that. Oh, that's a request I can seriously do. I will definitely do that. And hopefully you're laughing at the shirt request. I'm not taking my shirt off. Thank you. I'm glad you're laughing, Maria. I like to see Maria laughing. He's pretty funny. I can definitely do that, especially during the summer. Now in the winter, it's really beautiful around here too. Even when it's snowing, it's beautiful.
I love snow when it hasn't been touched yet.
Yes. Today, okay, this is
Where
totally.
I work, like there's some days where like it's completely whited out, and I'm like, that's just nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh gosh, I can't think of what I was gonna say. I'm brain dead. Today I was driving back from the town that's like 35 minutes from me. It's kind of called Wairika, not Eureka, Wairika. It's with a Y. It's kind of funny. And suddenly out of nowhere it just started thunderstorming and raining really hard. I'm thinking. Now yesterday in the Orthodox Church we celebrated the prophet Elias.
Yeah.
Now he was known for he's a prophet or saint that we pray to if we want rain. Now, of course, God answers the prayer or doesn't answer the prayer. It's up to God what prayer gets answered. But anyway,
Yes.
so today, I'm sorry, yesterday, meaning Wednesday, and now it's almost Friday. So almost 2 days ago was his feast day. Well, today it was pouring rain here, like nonstop pouring rain. My car almost got hit by lightning.
Nice.
I was like, well, that would suck.
That would have been a shocking experience.
Right? I would have been totally shocked by this, But yeah. By the way, the Youssef gave it away for FouseyTube because I was like, okay, he has to be Muslim. He could be Arabic, maybe. I don't know. He could be Arabic.
He's Palestinian.
Oh, okay, he's Palestinian then. Okay, gotcha. I actually met a man who was actually Muslim named Youssef. Oh, I shouldn't say I met him. He gave a talk.
Yusuf in English is Joseph.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. But that sounds like a pretty.
I think Isa is Jesus.
Okay.
I think that I might be wrong, but I think that's. Then Abraham is Ibrahim.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Because I know, but see, now they were using this term. He was a Muslim man, and he gave a talk on, the Islamic, the religion and everything like that. Or no, crap, yeah. I probably got that backward, but whatever. I'm trying to not be insensitive here, Apple. I'm trying to actually be sincere about this, but apparently I'm screwing everything up here. But he gave a talk on Islam and what it is, and he kind of made a few jokes, but he was called Youssef something, but he had some title.
Was it a white guy?
Was that? No, he looked Muslim, in my opinion.
No, but I'm saying, was it?
No.
Was he a white guy with a long beard?
Yes.
Kind of, even though he was dressed as a Muslim, like traditionally Islamic clothes, did he sound like a old school evangelist?
Yes, a little bit.
Yusuf Estes.
Yeah. So what? So is it?
I love him, and if you read his backstory, it's a very interesting backstory because he was a Christian evangelist. Him and his father.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I didn't.
And he was one of those Southerners
Mm-hmm.
that believed that Muslims were barbaric, that
Mm,
believed that that Islam was evil,
right. Oh, that's not good.
right? But because he's from, I think he's from Texas, and
He's yeah. He,
he had that that mindset that a lot of people still have, that
mhm.
you got to be careful of those Muslims and those Arabs, and he was one of those people.
Yeah.
And
Right.
ironically, and I like look up his story. It's
I need
a
to.
very interesting story.
The funny thing he said was this was many years ago. I was actually doing photos and writing an article for my student newspaper at the time in college. So it was really interesting. But one thing he said that actually made me laugh. I put it in the article because it was a funny quote.
Yeah.
It's really rough. I got this really nice beard, but what I don't like is when a woman's beard's longer than mine. Of course he was joking. And I know there's stereotypes for every religious, you know,
Yeah.
but there are extremists in every kind of religion.
Yeah.
Like every religion has an extremist. And so of
Sure.
course there's extremists in Islam, there's extremists in
Yeah.
Christianity and Orthodoxy and
But
Catholic. Like there's
he's
extremists everywhere.
Yusuf Estes is one that, like, when I'm in the mood to listen to someone speak about Islam or speak about what any about faith in general, because
Hmm.
he's very educated. He knows he his back part of his backstory is he's read every version of the Bible,
Hmm.
because he was into biblical studies.
Yes.
Um, he even studied the what's it called, Koine Greek uh,
Oh, really?
language,
Wow.
that the Bible was supposed, I guess, originally written in.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, in he, I think there's another Islamic scholar that's even more educated in the hello crazy graphics, how are you? I think there's another Islamic scholar that in Yusuf Estes would be considered a scholar. He'd be considered a sheikh. So he's like up
Hmm.
the he's fairly up on the totem pole, and like he's a but like um yeah, he's up the totem pole. He's a little bit higher than this, like, say I would say he would be the equivalent to a um what is it in the Catholic religion?
Uh, priest,
Not the priest, above the priest.
a bishop, maybe.
What's above the bishop?
A
Then
cardinal in the
I
Catholic Church.
would say I want to say the sheikh is maybe
Not
the
not the
equivalent
Pope,
of
right?
a cardinal.
Is it the Pope? Maybe
No, the
no.
equivalent of maybe what I already lost it again.
A cardinal.
Oh yeah, I would say it's like that high up in the rankings.
Yeah, okay. Now, do they in Islam? Do they have rabbis, or is that more of a Jewish thing?
That's Jewish.
Okay, they don't
For,
have rabbis
for
then.
Islam, it's imams,
Okay,
sheikhs. I don't know if there's one in between, and then the high scholars.
okay. So yeah, so the Jewish would be more of a rabbi would be more. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to ask that because I don't know why I had to ask that. It's funny because a lot of the customs I see in Islam that I'm not familiar with any
They're
of
the
them.
same way in Judaism. Yeah,
They're pretty similar
like
actually.
they can shop at each other's butchers because the meat has been blessed,
There we go.
and because the way they slaughter the animals.
Now, okay, I have a lot of questions here now, April. This has opened up a lot of questions. So in Islam, you're not allowed to have certain types of meat or any meat at all.
No, you can't eat pork.
Can't eat pork. That's right. Okay, gotcha.
can eat chicken and beef and lamb and but it has to be blessed and it has to be
Right.
from farm to table. It has to be um, as humanely um, taken care of.
Right.
Even
Okay.
the slaughter versus what what westerns do, where they either
Mhm.
shoot them in the head
Right.
or
Right.
whatever. They cut from the throat and
Hmm.
let the blood drain out instead
Right.
of letting the blood stay in the body.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Um, yeah. So and they do the day of sacrifice,
Hmm.
one of the holidays, which is basically when Abraham was going to sacrifice his son.
Yes. Yes. Isaac.
So what a lot of Muslims do during that holiday for them is they will go and slaughter either a sheep, a goat, or a cow
Okay.
um, as the you know tradi- as a tradition to hold up of what Abraham did.
Right.
Uh,
That makes sense.
yeah. So and I guess you could say it's their form of a Thanksgiving, so to speak.
Yeah. Right.
You
That's.
know, because the same as at the end of Ramadan.
Hmm.
They go to the mosque early in the morning.
Right.
They they do a morning prayer and then they go off and they have they you know if they haven't already slaughtered the animal, they slaughter it the same day and they cook at least some of it. They won't, obviously, if it's a cow and it's only a few people, or
Hmm.
even if it's a goat, because I know my in-laws and my husband in Morocco,
Hmm.
they usually get a goat. Yeah, because they've shown pictures of like before they slaughtered it, after they slaughtered it,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I don't know if you're supposed to be taken from a religious standpoint. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about you're sitting there smiling with the
Right.
animal you just slaughtered. But I guess it's no different than Thanksgiving, and you just showed everybody the turkey.
Right. Yeah. It's true. It's a true
The
statement.
difference is we're not slaughtering the turkey. We're not standing there with the turkey in our hand going, look, we're about to kill it.
Right. Hey, I named it Fred. Oh, sorry. Crap. You never name it before you slaughter it. You know.
Yeah, no.
What's what's okay? So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. So in Islam you can't eat
Big
pork.
graphic designer
What? What'd you say? Sorry.
on the street, the chat. They said nice artwork.
It is nice artwork. I like it. It
I like
looks
how
nice.
I like how it's coming out.
I like that you're adding the. It looks like you're adding the sky in it too. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Um. So in Islam you can't eat pork. Is that rough not to be able to eat pork?
No, I
No.
mean, for I don't. I've never been a big pork fan to begin with, so
Okay.
not
Okay.
a
That
big
makes it easier.
deal. Like I could take and it'll eat it. Believe me, when I smell bacon, I go, that smells good.
Right. Yeah.
And like when I want cheese fries, they usually put bacon on it.
Hmm.
So, um, okay, I wasn't expecting that, but that's okay.
Yeah. So is there I guess a
And
penalty?
but the thing is like you'd be surprised how many things have some kind of pork product in it.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, like Jello gelatin
Hmm.
can't have it because the gelatin is pork.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Um,
Goodness.
a lot of cheeses, if they don't specify what kind of enzyme they use,
Hmm.
usually it's a pork enzyme. If it doesn't say cow enzymes in the ingredient list for like American cheese or
Right.
certain cheeses, there's a good chance that it's marshmallows because of the gelatin.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
But there are gelatin free or like beef gelatin or fish gelatin
Okay. Yeah.
um, that could be used as a substitute or tapioca starch or whatever. Um, yeah, but for the most part, it's not. You know, and some people try not to be too restrictive. Like my in-laws, I asked them. I said, "Look, so let me ask, because they grew up in the religion. I converted to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I know Muslims that do what they just like Christians and Catholics. You know, I know they. I know Muslims that drink. They're not supposed to drink.
Mm. Okay.
Alcohol.
Right.
You're not supposed to have sex before marriage. Of course, there's plenty of them that did that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
um, and I know Muslims that do eat pork.
Mm.
And I'll be honest, occasionally I do. Sometimes I'm in a I don't give a crap mode, and
Yeah.
I went
Right.
to go get cheese
Mm-hmm.
fries, and if the bacon's on there, I'm like, oh well.
Yeah. Right. All right. Yeah.
But but I mean, in general, I try to stay away from it. Every now and
Right.
again, I want it. But like, I'm content having like turkey bacon. I don't care.
Yeah.
You
Now,
know.
with that, April, because I have a question with that. Is there a penalty if somebody who is Muslim does not keep the fast? Like if they eat bacon, if they blatantly do it, if they like every day they go, "Hey, I'm gonna have some kind of pork," and I don't really care. Like, is there a penalty
Yeah.
for that within the,
Um.
or is it just kind of a free choice of?
So here's the funny thing is what I've gathered from like things that I've watched and like listening to like Yusuf Estes and
Mm-hmm.
whatever he'll make jokes about it that like there's the Ramadan Muslims, which means like throughout the whole year they're doing everything they're not supposed to do.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Ramadan comes along, they won't eat the pork, they won't they'll do all their prayers, they'll read the Quran, and then soon as it's over, they go back and they're drinking, they're eating the pork there.
Oh boy.
Because what is said is that if you fast for the 30 days, that you'll be blessed for the full for the whole year,
Right. Right.
and you're supposed to be forgiven of your sins.
Yeah.
And then about the day of well, you've heard of Hajj, the
Heard-
pilgrimage that Muslims
Yeah.
do to
Yeah. Yeah.
Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
during that time, if you're not able to go to Mecca for Hajj, you have it's a voluntary 10 more days of fasting.
Oh really?
So if you could, oh yeah, wait, hold on. So there's Ramadan, which is 30 days, and then soon after that, if you fast for another 6 days, it's as if you prayed for 80 years or something like that.
Oh wow. That's
Uh,
interesting.
and then if you fast for 10 days, the 10 days before Hajj begins, and then up till the day of sacrifice, it's as if you hold on. The 6 days, I think it's you're blessed for the year.
Okay.
You do the 10 days up until the day of sacrifice. Um, then it's as if you prayed for 80 years.
Wow.
So like you know, just like Christians, they wait until Easter and they wait until certain parts of the year to be good and ask forgiveness of their sins and
Yeah. Right.
but then again, Muslims also do pray 5 times a day.
Right.
So if they do any of their prayers during that time, they're obviously asking for forgiveness and
Right.
and protection and guidance, and but just like Christians that
Hmm.
preach and want to judge other people,
Right.
that a lot of people are not doing what they're supposed to do either. You know,
Yeah. We in the Orthodox Church and probably in many other Christian faiths too, we have a term for people that only do like the minimum and come for like Christmas and Easter.
yeah,
We call them Creasters. I'm sure you've heard the term.
yeah.
You only go for Easter, at least in the Christian religions. Do you guys have something that's equivalent to Easter in
So
the
yeah, they don't celebrate Easter because they don't believe
right?
Jesus. They believe in Jesus, which
Hmm.
people think that they don't, but they do.
Okay.
All right. The difference in the belief is the difference in belief is that he's not the Son of God
Oh,
and
okay.
that he wasn't crucified. He was brought back to God alive.
Hmm.
And supposedly there is a leather Bible that they found in Turkey that kind of coincides with that, or like comes from that belief as far as the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus. Um, but and as far as I'm concerned, if you want to interpret it the way you want to interpret it,
Hmm.
or
Yeah,
for me, I'm like, at the end of the day, aren't we all children of God?
that's
Aren't
true.
we all? We've
That's
all
true.
been. We've
It's just
all been.
the only difference is we all have our different doctrines and beliefs. That's the only
Right.
difference. Yes, we all. Yeah, that
At
is
the end of the day, you know, they do. The belief is that God did breathe His Spirit into Jesus to give him the healing powers that he had. They do believe he's a prophet and messenger of God.
right.
And so, one other thing is, as far as I know, you might be able to tell me better than I can.
Okay.
Is there a chapter in the Bible that is dedicated to Mary, the mother of Jesus?
Well, I guess yes and no.
She's mentioned. We all know who
She
she's
mentioned a
mentioned,
lot. Yeah, she mentioned a lot in the Bible, but
but does she have a dedicated? Like, is there?
there's no book of the Bible that is dedicated to her.
There's no
No.
chapter that is of for Mary, because in the Quran they do have a chapter that is it's not this is dedicated to Mary. It's named after her and it's about her.
Okay. Yeah, they don't. Not in the Bible. No, they have. I mean, she's mentioned a lot in the Bible, of course, but no,
Right,
there's no specific like book of Mary in the
right,
Bible.
right.
Um, I mean, in the Orthodox, any Christian Bible that I've seen, I've never seen. She's mentioned, of course, Jesus'
Yeah,
first miracle.
they mention her as the mother of Jesus,
Hmm.
and the story of Mary.
Right.
But um, and not to say that it's good or bad or otherwise, but you know, for people that are interested in because of people believing that Jesus is not mentioned, is not something that Muslims believe in. I go, he's considered a prophet, and they even put Mary in, maybe not in the prophetic. Like they don't, I don't think that they consider her a prophet, but she does have a full chapter
Hmm.
in the Quran. And if you were just for education purposes and to get understanding, if you were to read the Quran in English, you would realize that majority of those stories are the same ones that you've learned in the Bible.
Hmm.
They talk about Noah, they talk about Jonah, they talk about Jacob, they talk about Abraham
Uh,
or Abraham.
Elijah. Do they talk about Prophet Elijah? I would imagine.
Uh,
They would. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
It would the name wouldn't they would have the name in Arabic,
Right. Okay.
or it's in there. I just don't know which name it. You can kind of figure out what names go for what person for what prophet.
Yeah.
Like you know, but like the ones that everybody knows, like Moses,
Hmm.
uh, Musa is the Arabic name for Moses. Musa,
Okay. Okay. Wow.
yeah. So all the same prophets are there, and that's actually like I said. If you look up Yusuf Estes and look up his story,
Hmm.
like that's how he slowly became interested in Islam and eventually converted. Even his father, his mother, and his wife, and they all ended up converting as well.
Oh wow.
His father was a him and his father were both evangelists,
Oh wow.
Christian evangelists. They were part of the Bible says, the Bible says, the Bible
Mhm.
says,
Right. Yes. Yes.
right? And they, like I said, they were part of that group of people that like Muslims are Islam is evil and Muslims are barbaric and blah 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 blah. And ironically, there was as far as I remember, what I've read about him is at the time when they were still doing the evangelist thing, they had a Muslim man working for them, and the guy never really spoke about his religion. But one night, like they were trying, Yusuf admitted that he was actually going to try to convert the Muslim to be Christian. So he started asking, "Do you believe in Jesus?" He's like, "Yes." "Do you believe in Abraham?" "Yes."
Hmm.
"Do you believe they're messengers of God?" "Yes." And that kind of confused Yusuf, like, really? you know, and and he ran into in his own journey. He ran into other like um, priests and evangelists and other people that ended up converting to Islam because because of what they've learned and what they found out.
Right.
And the interesting thing is like I said this on Jacob's stream the other day because what's his name, Schmitty?
Yeah. Schmidt. Yeah. Yeah.
Were you there for that?
Yeah. Don't get me started on him. By the way.
No, but were you there for that?
I was, and he kept cutting you off and not letting you
Yeah,
speak.
no, and I was like, I go, I'm Muslim.
Yeah. He's like, oh, all Muslims kill, and I'm like, what?
Really?
Yeah. You didn't hear him say that?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Since when?
Oh yeah. That's how you reacted. You're like, oh.
The last thing I think I killed was a bug.
What? Okay, so okay, I have a question though because I watched this show over and over. It's a fictional show, of course. It's called Degrassi. It's it's more of a kids show now, but I grew up watching it when I was younger. They toward the end of like season 4, like the last season of Degrassi Next Class, they had many like Muslim students, and of course they were talking about the Quran and like what the Quran believes of certain stuff. Now, obviously, I'm going to try to frame this question in like a way that I want to ask it an answer from you because they talk about they have a fictional attack, like a terrorist attack on Brussels, the town or the city of Brussels,
Yeah.
yeah. So that kind of brings up the whole everyone going after Muslims going, oh, your religion condones killing, blah blah blah, and one of the Muslim people on there goes, no, the Quran does not condone killing.
That's true.
That's a true. That's a true. So where
That's a true statement. The truth, there's a passage in the Quran. It's actually a passage that's directly in the Quran that
Mhm.
says, if you kill one person, it's as if you killed 100 people.
Wow.
If you save one person, it's as if you saved 100 people.
Okay.
Right? So when people talk about the infidel doesn't, and I could be wrong. I'm not a scholar. I'm not well versed. I know enough to be able to explain basics, but from my understanding is when they talk about the infidel, it's kind of like it's the extreme. They're talking more about the extremists. They're
Right,
talking
right.
about the Christian extremists or the Jewish extremists come in and go, we're going to force you to believe what we believe or we're going to attack you. Those are the infidels.
Right.
Because there's other passages in the Quran that says, stand with your Jewish and Christian brothers in the worship of God.
Right.
All right. And the other thing people don't know is Islam and Muslim means submission to God and peace.
Right.
Islam means peace.
Right.
Muslim means submission to God or
Now,
servant of God. So that alone tell the friend. But when you look at people like ISIS is the equivalent to KKK,
gotcha. Okay, that makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
And neo Nazis, all right.
Mhm.
You know, all those extremist groups that we know of, ISIS, Al Qaeda. I don't know the other ones.
There's a lot of them.
All right.
A lot of them.
I want to say the equivalent to Nazis
Okay.
in like I said, the KK, white supremacy in this country.
Right. Right.
All right. So, you know, and what does mainstream media do? They only show us that side of things.
Yeah, of course, because
You know?
it's sensationalized. Of course, they have to sensationalize it a lot because it's a popular. Honestly, it's popular. If they went on the news and showed a bunch of Islamic people or in the Islamic religion, doing things great, people would be like, "This isn't right." I mean, I wouldn't think anything of it. I think this is who they truly are.
Irony is like funny thing is mainstream media puts Islam in a bad light,
Of course,
but it's one of the fastest growing religions in the world.
right? Yeah, I've heard that.
So, and at the end of the day, like Judaism, Christianity, in all its forms, Islam. There's documentaries, and they've been on PBS. There's a couple of them that were specifically on PBS, where they actually had a rabbi, a priest, and a sheikh, and they were all talking about the comparisons of the three major religions. And they're like, they talked about how the stories are similar, and how the prophets and messengers of God, they're all bringing the same stories to you. They're bringing you the same message.
Right.
It's man in each religion that's taking it and twisting it.
Right.
Because, even I'll give you another example. People think that Muslim women are suppressed because they gotta wear the hijab, which is the headscarf, or the face mask, which is called a niqab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cut this music off. Shut up. Okay, Google. Stop.
Is Google playing something?
I have music playing, but I kind of want to stop because the conversation's kind of good. and we're being very open with each other. So.
Yeah, we definitely are. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Right.
It's very good.
So,
I feel like it's important to learn about other people's beliefs
exactly.
and respect them.
And people are afraid to do that. And I think the reason why people are afraid to do that is because they think that they're going to be converted. That you're going to all of a sudden fall in love with that religion.
Right. Yeah.
What I said the other night is something I personally believe. And when they asked why did you convert to Islam, I said at the end of the day, God guided me there.
Right.
Okay. I grew I grew up in a Catholic household,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I rebelled at a very early age. Like for Catholicism, you have
Mm-hmm.
to receive communion, which um, is like the grade school for Sunday school,
Right. Yep.
right? And then there's you receive confirmation,
Right.
like the high school part of that. I barely made communion.
Oh wow.
My mother had to get the priest to come out and try to get me out of the car because I didn't want to go.
Mm.
And then through my teenage years, I was kind of like, I would go to church on occasion, Christmas, Easter, whatever.
Right. Right.
Um, but as I got older, I was like, but okay, I believe in a higher power.
Right.
I believe his name is God. That's what I was taught. But if there's one God and one religion, how come and this is before I knew anything about
Mm-hmm.
Judaism or any other
Mm-hmm.
religion. I'm like, how come in Christianity alone, there's so many different divisions? You got
Right.
Christian, you got
Yep.
what you
Orthodox. Yeah. Yep.
Orthodox,
Mm-hmm.
Protestant, um, Catholicism.
I can get into.
Like
I
I
can.
feel like that all falls under the Christian
Yeah.
umbrella.
I can tell you.
In each church, each division says, read it, read this part of the Bible. This is the truth. This is the
Mhm.
truth.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
to worship this way.
Yep.
You have to worship that way. I'm going, if there's one God and one religion, how come there's so many different divisions going, no, you're wrong, it's this way?
I can tell you the answer that I can give you as to why.
Why?
Because a lot of these faiths and religions are man-made.
Right.
They're man-made. That's the reason why. Because as I was trying to tell Schmidt the other night on Jacob's panel, the Orthodox Church was the original church. Now I don't know the history of Islam or any other kind of religions and faiths out there. I can only speak to the Orthodox Church, of course, obviously. And by the way, real quick, I want to say this too. I was talking to Stephanie the other day, and I told her, and I'll tell you this too. It's important for us to understand where everyone else is coming from, religiously, faith-based wise, and things like that. Now, that does not mean we have to agree with the person, but we have to respect what the person believes. And
Yeah.
as long as you can have a respectful belief, like, or a discussion rather, like we're having here,
Yeah.
because a lot of times there's not, like, when I talk to my non-Orthodox family members, they basically tell me I'm going to hell for being Orthodox. Like that's not right. You can't tell somebody they're going to hell. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm hopeful and prayerful I go to heaven. It'd be wonderful just to be there. But
Yeah. I
you
did,
know,
I have a similar thing, but this is from a person that doesn't even practice his own faith,
oh wow,
right?
that's totally hypocritical.
My my mother's brother, my uncle,
Mm-hmm.
for the longest time would tell his grandkids, "You're going to hell because you're not baptized."
Oh goodness gracious!
Right?
Wow.
They'd be like, "Yeah, they're gonna go to hell because they haven't been baptized." Her, the, you know, their mother, my cousin, she, you know, growing up, her grandmother made her go to the church all the time. She was
Right.
a practicing Catholic, whatever. So when she got older, she kind of she rebelled against it. She was even learning about Wicca, which is witchcraft.
Yes. Right.
The witch. I don't know if it's considered a religion or a culture or what, but like she was studying that for a little while, whatever. Um, but she chose not to baptize her kids when they were born. Um, which in my mind, I can't. Because I believe Mormons do the same thing. They don't baptize their babies.
Right.
They wait until they're old enough to make the decision on their own
Right.
that if they're gonna follow the faith, if God speaks to them after learning what they're gonna learn about Mormonism,
Hmm.
then they get baptized. Which
Right.
I think that should be the same for all religions. You shouldn't be,
Mm.
but we're taught that most Christian based religions are taught that you get baptized as a baby.
You do. Yep. That's
And same thing with Islam and Judaism. You're born into that religion or that faith. And but anyway, so back to my uncle.
mhm.
Uh, he stayed with us for about, say, about 6 to 8 months, and he was here while I was um, doing Ramadan. So he would see me getting my headscarf and my gown to go to the mosque at night and
Right.
whatever. But he was very immature for a grown man.
Oh boy.
Um, he would sit there and passive aggressively close his eyes.
Oh gosh.
If he heard the call to prayer, he would put his fingers in his ears.
Oh wow.
And I started noticing. And one time I was having a conversation with his granddaughter, and he's doing that. One night I was about to leave, and he did that. He had fingers in his ears, eyes closed, and I looked over and told him, I said, "Listen, if you have a problem with what goes on in this house and what I choose to believe in, you can leave.
Right. Yeah. That's
And if you don't like it and you don't voluntarily leave, I have no problem calling the police."
right. Yeah.
Passive aggressively had his eyes closed and did this,
Oh wow.
like, bring it on. I'm like, I don't have time for this. And I left to go to my prayer. And then a day or two later, I confronted him again. I said, listen, I wanted to get an understanding. I wanted to have an actual conversation.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I goes, listen, I want to talk to you. So what is it about this that you have a problem with? Like, I don't have a problem with. I go, but listen, if you're gonna stay here, you need to you show some respect
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
for my faith. I'm not forcing it on you.
Nope.
And then I even went further and I said, I know you tell your grandkids that they're going to hell for not being baptized. Let me ask you a question. Do you go to church? He's like, no, I haven't been. I've been mad. He's been mad with God since his wife passed away
Oh wow.
over 20 years ago. I was like, I said, then you have no right to judge what I'm practicing,
Right.
especially in my
Yeah.
own home. And you have no right to say that to your grandkids. I go, how do you think that makes them feel? That you're going to sit there and tell, at the time, an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old, you're going to hell because you weren't baptized.
Right.
You know? Or speaking that around them, even if he wasn't talking directly to them.
Yeah. No. Definitely. Yeah. See, that's what you call a hypocrite. Somebody that's not practicing their own faith at all, and saying, "Oh, you have to do this, this, and this." That's like if I was not practicing orthodoxy, and I said, "Oh, in orthodoxy we believe this, guys," but I don't want to do it. I would never do that. Now, I wanted to say something real quick about the baptism of infants in the Orthodox Church. It's no different than the other Christian religions out
Yeah.
there. We baptize now. Of course, it is said, and it should be said in all religions. In this case, at least in my opinion, it should be said. Look, if the man or woman turns 18, they can decide for themselves if they want to stay.
Right.
That's how it is. That's how it's explained. I mean, if the parents say, okay, well, we're no longer Orthodox, or we're no, that's one thing. But that doesn't normally happen. At least not from my experience. I've never seen that happen, but I'm sure it probably does happen. But the thing is, I that's what I kind of believe that. I believe that the child should be baptized as an infant, and then later on in life, when they become an adult, they can decide, hey, I don't want this. Now, do they have that kind of an option there in
In Islam,
Islam? Do they have the kind of option to like say, "Hey, I want"?
I know that they're born into it.
Mm-hmm.
As they get older, some just like Christian families, you if you decide not to follow the faith or you go in a different direction, you can be shunned. Um, and cut off from the family.
Oh
But
wow.
but that's in every faith. If you're in a strict Christian household and you tell them I want to become Muslim,
Right.
you don't think they're gonna get shunned?
No, of course you're gonna get shunned. You know, there's a
Even
lot.
even Amish. If you decide to leave the Amish community,
Mm-hmm.
you get shunned from the
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
community. Not
Yeah.
even just from the family, but the whole
Mm.
community shuns you.
No. No. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. It happens in every faith. Yeah. Every.
you know.
Like if and I agree with Maria. By the way, yes, we should all respect each other's beliefs. Like I said earlier, we respect each other's beliefs. That doesn't mean we have to believe those beliefs, but we have to respect what the other person believes, because there's no point in getting upset at what someone else believes. If it doesn't offend me if somebody believes something different. I used to get very offended. I've matured since then. I used to get very offended by anybody that was different than Orthodoxy. It was never taught that way to me. It was
Right.
taught differently to me. Like
No,
I
and
was.
that's how, and that's why you see Muslims that do get very upset.
Mhm.
I mean, one thing you can, and you've seen it, they are very protective of the Quran.
Yes.
They are very protective of Muhammad.
Right.
All right, but the misconception with Muhammad is people think they worship Muhammad. They do
Oh,
not
yes.
worship Muhammad.
Right.
Just like in Christianity, you're following the beliefs and the actions of Jesus. Although in Christian beliefs, they do believe that you have to believe your worship goes to Jesus before it goes to God. Not and that's I'm not saying it right, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. I
the
know
wor-
what you're saying. I know what you're getting at.
I mean, even in Catholicism, it says, "In Jesus' name we pray,"
Right.
right? Versus Islam, they don't say, "In Muhammad's name we pray."
No.
They're praying to God. They're not praying to Muhammad.
Would they say in this case? Would they say Allah? Like in
Oh
Allah,
yeah,
we pray? Then is
yeah.
that what they?
So they start every prayer. They start everything. Prayer when you eat,
Mm-hmm.
when you go to the bathroom, when you leave the house, you
Right.
say
Yeah.
Bismillah, Bismillah, in the name of God,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
in the name of
Hmm.
God, Bismillah. There's even a
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have a question. Isn't that from Bohemian Rhapsody?
yep.
Are you serious?
The funny thing is,
Wait a
I didn't
minute.
even realize it
That's
until
cool.
like a year or two ago. I'm like, is he saying what I think he's saying? I went looked up the lyrics. Oh, he's saying Bismillah.
So he's saying in the name of
Oh,
God.
Bismillah.
No, he was, but okay. So no, Freddie
His
Mercury.
family.
He was raised Indian though, wasn't he? He was raised in the Indian or in Islam. Was he raised in Islam?
I think his family was.
I think they were Islamic. I think don't quote me on that, but I think they were. I thought they were Indian for some reason, or maybe
I think they
Pakistani.
are Indian, but I think they followed the Islamic faith.
Yeah, okay, so that makes actually some sense now with that. Wow, that just blew my
Maybe not.
mind.
If they're not Indian, they're like a neighboring country.
Yeah, I thought that maybe they might have been Pakistani. Okay, no,
Okay, so you know the you do you know the song Bohemian Rhapsody?
by
Bohemian
Queen.
Rhapsody.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah,
No,
okay,
I was saying it to her, but the way I said I can't say the word.
it's okay. You're from Boston. We'll excuse you.
That has nothing. I just
I know.
the
Well,
word.
it's also 3:45 in the morning your time too, by the way. So
Yeah. So
I've been up since 4 a.m. or 4 no 5
let's do that.
5:30 Thursday
So,
morning.
no, I'll play. Let me. Hey
Okay.
Google, play Bohemian Rhapsody.
You play 8 seconds of it. You should be fine.
From YouTube Music, playing on Love House.
Is this respect
Fantasy. God, it
in the landslide? I
was-
don't think you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it. Yeah.
Can you hear it, Maria?
I don't know if they can hear it on the stream, but I can still hear it.
It's the poor boy. If he is
Come here.
too low,
Oh my gosh.
the wind blows.
We need to bring back karaoke on my stream. Let's do it.
Dun, dun, dun. Mama just killed a man. Okay, I'm gonna because
We're gonna get copyright claim. Don't worry about it.
no, but those first couple of lines.
Got it.
Yeah, that just really blew my mind just now. I did not even realize that's what they were saying. So they're saying "in the name of God" in that song.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense with Freddie Mercury's upbringing. Yes, happy birthday, Emily. I think you're on the West Coast too. Happy 17th or 18th birthday, whatever it is. Happy birthday either way. You're old. There's 71 or 81, so I mean, take your pick. You know. Oh my gosh! But I have. Oh man.
Yeah, so that song, Maria, there's an Arabic word that says "in the name of God," but they say Bismillah. 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 The way they say it though, it's very clever because unless you really listen, you don't
They
realize
disguise it. They disguise it. Yeah, it's pretty disguised because
Bismillah.
I'm like, oh, that's what they're got it. That's what they're saying. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so they're saying in the name of God.
And they snuck that in. I don't think a lot of people knew, unless you're familiar with the language. You probably don't realize that. You're like, wait, what did they just say? Because that song was made. When was that song made?
I
In
don't
the 70s?
Okay, Google. When was Bohemian Rhapsody recorded?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
What? Okay, Google. When was Bohemian Rhapsody recorded?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Okay, Google. When did Bohemian Rhapsody come out?
The release date of Bohemian Rhapsody was November 21st, 1975.
Oh, so it was
So a year before I was born.
late 70s. Yeah, or the later part of
I
the
was
70s.
born in 76. So
Oh, you're just
that is
April. You're just so old. I'm telling you right now.
they say all the time to the one. Oh, yeah, she says that.
Which one? Okay.
There's a Moroccan woman on TikTok that makes some amazing food.
Oh, really? Oh my.
Like if you see, especially like the desserts, like oh my god, you think it came from a bakery.
Wow.
That stuff just so like, and I've had some of the food that she's made because of my in-laws.
Okay.
But watching what she makes, I'm like even my in-laws, they make stuff you think it came from a bakery.
Wow.
Like I'm like, I'm like, I go, all we do is make chocolate chip cookies.
Right. Speaking of
We're
cookies,
making these like amazing like shortbread, frosted, almond cookies and sesame.
wait, they're making cookies in the chat. Emily just made some cookies for us for her birthday, and she said April, Herman, Maria. Is that like one big name there? April, Herman, Maria. That's how we're saying it now. We're gonna say it. That's the new Arab word of the night. April, Herman, Maria. Gotta say it really fast too, so no one knows what we're actually saying.
Well, to say praise to God is Alhamdulillah.
Really?
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
That means all praise. That means all praise to God.
Praise to God.
Okay. Wow.
So, in the very first chapter of the Quran is,
Mhm.
if you translate it to English, is very similar to the Lord's Prayer.
Sorry, I'm laughing at. If you hear me laughing over here, I'm laughing at Maria. That's the new rap song, Herman. April, Herman, and Maria. That's the new rap song. That's how we rap. Sorry, April.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna be laughing about that the rest of the night now. But anyway, April, I actually have to get going because I've been up since 4:30
yeah.
Thursday morning for me. So
Yeah.
I've been up since 4:30 and I'm really tired and I need to get some sleep. But I really do have to say I did enjoy talking about our respective faiths with each other and having a respectful and decent conversation. It's always refreshing to talk about, the differences and even some of the similarities that our
Yeah.
faiths share. But
If you're ever, like, I don't know about out there, I don't know, like, if you happen to have a Muslim friend, I don't know if you do, especially a male friend,
Mhm.
because in the mosque, men and women sit separately. So you,
Yeah.
but
That's same thing in Orthodoxy too, by the way. They sit on separate sides of the church. It's interesting. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
see, anyone that comes across, like, I feel like clipping that right there.
What? What?
That that you mentioned that your church does the same thing. Men and
We
women
do.
do not sit
We do the same thing. That's a similarity that we share. I'm telling you, there's not. I mean, there might be more differences and similarities, but there are some similarities. You have my permission to clip that. Well, it's your
Yeah.
stream, so you can clip whatever you'd like.
I don't know if I will, because I'm very lazy lately as far as editing stuff. But
Wait,
yeah,
you actually edit? I don't even edit anymore. I just put crap together and hope it sticks.
yeah, I barely even do that. I do a couple, like, I do random crap on TikTok, but I really haven't posted any actual videos on YouTube for probably a month, if not longer.
Well, the last couple of days I posted two of them. I don't know if I told you this. I think I might have said this earlier, but I had this really high. Oh, I did say this earlier. I'll say this to finish off my time on April stream tonight. It was just it was Emily and I in my premiere. It was like literally the most overhyped premiere, 5-minute timer. Oh, what's gonna happen in the premiere? I put my message up there saying, "Hey, welcome to my premiere, everybody. It's gonna be great." It was a 14-second video. It was. I mean, I was proud of the video. I thought it was a great video. I wouldn't have released it if I wasn't proud of it. But I'm thinking, what an overhyped video! Like, it was so overhyped. It was 14 seconds of me dancing in a store. It's like, I'm like, wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, watch it randomly get like 3,000 views.
That would be hilarious. I would probably be like,
Yeah, because put it on TikTok. Watch it; it will actually get like a couple hundred views.
well, I should put it on TikTok. Why am I not putting it on TikTok? Oh, the reason why is because it was filmed in landscape mode and not landscape mode, sideways mode. But is there a way I can post it on TikTok anyway?
Yeah, you can still post it. It'll just be
Keep that in
stretched.
mind.
It'll just be like across the screen instead of.
Oh, I'm gonna watch.
I have a lot of videos on TikTok like that where I have it landscape.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know you could do. I didn't know you could do that for TikTok. Wow. Okay, I'll have to post that. I haven't posted something on TikTok in a long time. I have this rapper that I follow. This is totally random. He's on TikTok. I follow him on YouTube. His name is they call him Kareem. His family's Arabic. I don't know if they're necessarily Islamic. I don't really know their religious
Yeah,
background.
that's the other misconception. People think that all Arabs are Muslim.
Yeah, I don't believe they probably
Well,
aren't.
no, there's Middle Eastern Catholics, Jewish, Christian,
Right.
whatever,
True.
and they all say the same words about the religions and God. They all say Allah,
Right.
because it's an Arabic word. They all say Bismillah. They all say
Okay.
Allahu Akbar. Those are Arabic phrases because they come from Arabic countries. And all the religions use the same words to say God is great. Allahu Akbar, this means God is great.
Oh my God! I have to tell you something funny because it just mentioning that So
That's
I'm half Lebanese, quarter Greek, and the rest is kind of rounded out with like English and Dutch from my grandmother's side and my dad's side. And my roommates will like walk in, they'll go, "So Herman, we heard you say Allah Akbar all the time as a as a Lebanese person." I just kind of tease them. I go, "Yeah, Allah Akbar," and then of course they go into the normal teasing that you probably hear, a lot. I'm sure in Islam you hear a lot of, "Oh, does that mean that your family is also terrorists?" And I said, "Well, no, but Allah Akbar anyway." I mean, it means God is great. It's not a bad thing. God is great. you know. I
Did you
mean,
say your family is Lebanese?
my mom's side of the family, yeah, is Lebanese. I'm 50% Lebanese, 25% Greek, and then the rest of it is rounded out with Dutch.
Lebanese is no. There is a strong Arab, um, not Arab, Muslim culture in Lebanese as well.
Yeah. The
Lebanon.
the thing with it though is my mom's parents grew up Catholic,
Yeah,
but they also grew up in America too. But
yeah,
my my great grandparents, who obviously passed away many years ago, they were also Catholic too. But I think they came from what they call the old country, which is Lebanon, of course.
yeah,
That's where they came from. They call it the old country, but that's probably what a lot of people call their places, like the old country, But
yeah.
they came from Lebanon, both my great grandparents on my mom's side. So, but they were Catholic when they came to America. So it like you said, there's different, like even in the Arab places that you might assume are Islamic. No, there might be Christians there might be people who are Catholic.
Yeah.
I don't know about Orthodox in those countries. I don't know that. I don't know. I'm not saying there are no Orthodox people in Islamic based countries, but I because I don't know. I mean, it's like Islam. It's also Orthodoxy and Catholicism. They're all universal religions everywhere. Like they're available everywhere. It's like Christianity here in America. The funny thing is, and Schmidt said something about this. Now you got me now I want to keep going on this now. Hey, bro, I just want to keep going with this conversation. We might have to do this offline. Who
I'm
knows?
just gonna shut my camera off for the camera.
Your stream?
The art camera.
The art camera.
Yeah.
The art camera.
Yeah, so my phone can get a little rest.
You need to take a rest. Are you totally random? Are you working later today?
No,
Oh, that's good.
I'm off till Sunday.
That's you need a break. But anyway, something Schmidt said to me. He goes, Orthodoxy is not as prominent in America, and I said that's kind of because Orthodoxy is considered a cultural thing. Russian, Greek, Ukrainian, Jewish. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, in America, it's not the mainstream popular faith, and I get that. But I mean, it's kind of so. Where were they going with this? I was going to go somewhere with this. I must be too tired to try to make any kind of legitimate point right now. But basically, what I'm saying is he's not wrong. In America, Catholicism is huge. I don't know about Islam here in America. I'm not saying there's no Islamic people that live here in America. Of course there are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be ignorant and stupid and say that, but I don't know.
I mean, Dearborn, Michigan has the highest concentration of Muslims outside the Middle East.
Really? Wow.
Or at least in the U.S. anyway. It's the highest concentration of Muslims.
Michigan happens to be my least favorite state, by the way.
Yeah, it's Dearborn, Michigan. I mean, and even here, in Boston, there's a decent community.
Okay.
A decent Islamic community. There's a handful of mosques around. When I converted, there wasn't one near my house, near where I live. I had to go over where my high school was, which is like a 45-minute train ride. But the local Muslim community was using a community center, using their gym every Friday. And they finally got they finally raised the money to build one near a Boys and Girls Club in the next town over
Oh wow.
and stuff. But I would encourage if there is a mosque anywhere near you, I would at least keep an eye out for when they have like an open house type day,
Hmm.
because at least at the ones here, they do have days where they encourage people of other faiths to just come and visit and learn.
Yeah.
And if you're ever bold enough to do it on a Friday afternoon, I don't know what time they do it over there. If you find out what time, yeah, I would say it would be around 1 or 2 that they do the Friday prayer. And
Okay.
if you have a Muslim friend, ask them, do you go to the Friday prayers?
Hmm.
And ask them to take you with them.
Yeah, because I like to like I just said earlier, I like to learn about other people's beliefs because it helps me. For me, I will say this for me: if I learn about someone else's religious background or their faith
Yeah,
that they hold, it helps me kind of understand my faith better as well.
yeah,
Which is not a
exactly.
bad thing. We should all try to understand our own faiths better as well. But and I can also say, okay, well, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I'm not going to bash you for like believing a certain way because that's not the kind of person that my spiritual father used to get on me so badly. I'll share a quick story. Now, spiritual father is equivalent to a pastor in a certain sense, in many ways. And he used to get on me. He used to go, listen, Herman, you are not allowed to discuss with any non-Orthodox person anything because I know how you are. I used to be very judgmental. I would never say like someone's going to hell. I would never go that far, but I would always go, well,
Yeah,
you're wrong, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, wait a minute. You have to like,
type of people I don't really like to associate with.
no, I get that. But see, now I feel like just from listening to myself in this whole conversation, I'll be definitely watching your stream back so I can hear myself because that's the only reason why I watch your streams. Just kidding. Just kidding about that part. No, but I feel like I've matured and I said, okay, well, I may not agree with that, but that's very interesting. I'll say, hey, that's very interesting. I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
mean, you totally blew my mind with that Bohemian Rhapsody song. Now I'm going to listen to that song again now and think, whoa, now I know what they're saying in that part. I just thought they were speaking gibberish because I didn't know what they were saying.
when did I realize? Dick, when I saw the movie, it's where
Oh,
I thought I was like, is he saying? Is he saying what I think he's saying? And then I went to look up the lyrics, and I'm like, he is saying that.
wow. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. And the interesting is, Freddie Mercury was, well, he wasn't openly gay. Not
No,
towards
no.
the end of his life, he was openly gay.
He had a husband. He ended up having a husband, didn't he? I think.
Uh,
I don't remember. I don't.
husband, but he did have. I think he had a
Our partner, or
he had
yeah,
a
okay, that makes sense. You would think I would know more about his life because I love Queen. They're not one of my favorite bands, but I love them. You would think that I would know the history, but that song Bohemian Rhapsody, by the way, was mostly, as you probably can hear, it was mostly gibberish words and it made no sense. Like literally, when I watched the movie, they were explaining like the real life story behind it too, in the
yeah.
behind the scenes stuff. They said, look, when they took Bohemian Rhapsody to the people to like record it or play it on the radio, they're like, why would we play this? This is a stupid song, and it became like not one of their biggest hits, but well, actually, yeah, it was probably one of their at least top 5 or top 10 hits, for their band. So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no, and I mean, musically, it's definitely it's seen as an amazing song because
oh,
of
yeah.
what they tried to accomplish in that from having almost kind of opera, like just the harmonies and the blending and how it goes up and down and it goes in almost every direction. Like
Oh,
they have,
definitely. Yeah, it's very awesome. Like, if you're a fan of any kind of music, you have to be a fan of this song because, like you said, it takes every form. Like it honestly, it sounded like one of those. I literally want to break out and go. Have you ever heard that song? It goes la 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 la. No, not that. That's like the operatic thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the song's name, but it reminded me of that when I first heard it. I was like, "Whoa, I'm gonna break out into song now." And start singing.
Those 3 white dots is Shorty's feet and his face.
He's like,
That
like,
right there is his nose.
really? Oh my gosh.
And the 2 on the bottom are his feet.
He's probably saying to you, he's like, "Mom, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Can we just go to bed now?"
He's knocked out.
He's like, "Yeah, he still can hear though." Shody over here. Nope. Like, whatever. It's like whatever.
He loves his sleep. So
Hey, if I could ever get it,
once he's asleep, he's like, I'm good. Leave me alone.
if I could ever get sleep, I would probably love it too.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't expecting to be on until 4 a.m.
Well, you know what? You can blame me per usual. No, don't blame Kirk this
Oh,
time.
it was a good conversation. So
Yeah, it was a great conversation. But hey, if you ever want to have a conversation offline, just let me know. We can definitely continue this offline or online too, if you want. By the way, you've inspired me to have karaoke on my streams again. I have to do it. I don't know if you're available for karaoke.
maybe we can do a shared stream
Oh yeah, we could definitely do
where
that.
everybody's doing it from their own channel.
Yeah, we could definitely do that because
I mean, we'll all get copyright claims, but it's all good.
all right, I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. Even if you're monetized, a copyright claim doesn't. You can still make money from the video. You just can't make as much. You have to share most of it with.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean,
Are you monetized?
as long I mean, the copyright. I'm not monetized yet, anyway. So it doesn't.
You will be. I guarantee you'll be monetized. I know it was a very fun conversation, Maria. I wish you were up here. I wish we'd get the band back together. I know there's certain members of the band that are not available right now for they're touring. They're on
Love and Light, for those that know.
That's right. Yes, I like that. Love and Light. That's right.
So
I agree.
She got really freaked out from what happened on
No, yeah, I heard about that. We don't have to get into it online, but yeah,
we don't get into it, but she's really having a hard time with it.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's definitely understandable. But
Yeah.
if you're out there watching, we're not gonna mention your name, but we still love you. We love you very much, and we're always gonna support you, no matter what happens in life. That's what we do. You don't give up on family, no matter what happens.
So last night we did it. We did the shared stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
Angel was involved too, but one of his people kind of pushed my buttons. I was like, okay, I'm not having this debate.
Oh boy.
So I was like, like even this conversation, it wasn't a debate. It was we're just having a conversation, sharing our knowledge. That's it.
Yeah, right, exactly. But
We're not saying you're right, I'm wrong. Not being ignorant to each other.
The funny thing is, people can have those conversations. People just some people just choose to be angry about it. Doesn't have to be religious and faith. It can just be like, it can be political. Okay.
Yeah, look, yesterday. Yesterday it was. I was talking because I was rubbing this castor oil on my arms during the stream, and the guy that was in his chat was like, "Why is she lubing up?" And then I was like, I'm trying to heal my arm. I have like a rash or eczema or whatever, and I'm trying to heal. And the castor oil works. He's like, I only go to doctors. He's like, are you a doctor? Are you a professor? I go, no, but I've researched a lot of stuff on how to heal yourself naturally.
Right.
Like, where'd you find it out? TikTok. Oh, funny TikTok. Well, are they professionals? No, you gotta he's this. I think he was just trying to push buttons, and I just got to the point where I don't debate, so I'm gonna end this conversation.
Yeah.
Exactly. And left it at that. So, Yeah, tell me about it. It was
Wait, he said Windex? What the
why
heck?
she put
Oh, goodness.
index in her on her
That's crazy. I mean,
you had
okay, if you're putting castor oil on your arms, you can do whatever you want to your own arm. I'm not going to judge you. Be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I might ask like, what's going on, but I'm not
yeah.
going to judge you for it. I'm not going to like get into this debate and go, oh, we should go to doctors. Okay, many doctors are corrupt, so not all doctors are great. So to that person out there, you need to get your head examined. Maybe you need to go to the right doctor to get your head examined there, but learn to like accept what other people are doing as what they're doing, not making it like, oh my gosh. Okay, you go to doctors. Congratulations, you're in the system. Good job.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy with what I'm about to say, but I'll stop there.
I'll stop there. Yeah.
We'll stop there, everybody. Well, I gotta head out because I'm tired as heck right now, and I'm an old man. I'm older than Apple. All right, folks. I am 73 years old.
No.
I'm even older than your mom. I think. We definitely do. Let me know. Let me know your schedule next week. Maria, we do need to make a live stream. I love that idea too, because you know we all know each other. We know it's not going to get out of control and crazy. You know, well,
Yeah. The only reason why I would be hesitant to do it with Jacob is because I know the people that get up on his stream.
No, I know that. That's
I'm like, I want to, but do I really want to get those debates going?
If Jacob and I do a just the two of us stream, usually I have like more power over that because I'm a
cool
co-host there. So like I tell him I don't let certain people on. I'm not going to mention the people's names online, but there's certain people that I don't let on. Excuse me, sorry. I had a little bit of a cough there, guys. I'm so sorry. It's tough. You know.
Maybe we could shoot for next Friday, or even if people. I mean, I do intend to go tomorrow night. If people are around, maybe we could do it. But
yeah, I mean, just let me know. Just let me know what time you're going live. I can definitely, you know, I have StreamYard for.
We're gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna go live tomorrow night, and I told Emily that we'll make it her birthday party. Bring your own cake.
Bring your own cake. Hey, I like that idea.
Yeah, bring your own snacks. Bring your own cake.
Bring your own beer. I mean, I don't drink beer. Never mind.
Yeah.
I drink wine sometimes. Every once in a while. It's rare for me. If I drink beer, it's like literally once in a blue moon, literally. So I don't like the taste of beer. It tastes like urine.
Yeah, you got Maria laughing her ass off.
I always have Maria laughing. I don't know why. I've always been able to make Maria laugh.
We usually try to get her to pee.
Cross streams.
Yeah, we try to get her laugh so much she has to go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait, everyone, thank you for watching April. If you haven't already, hit that like button. I already did. I hit the like button earlier.
All right, we're gonna end it for real this time.
All right, yes, for real. We're leaving. Well, April, thanks for letting me have some time on your panel, and you can cut whatever you want to cut from tonight's stream, and even if you want to embarrass me, make me look bad, but I know you won't do that. Love you, Apple.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming up for me.
Yeah, no problem. And happy birthday to Emily, by the way.
And happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
I'm going to say that next.
All right. Later, Apple.
All right. Much love. Like, love, share, inspire. Have a good night. Peace. Bismillah.